You're not doing shit. You're sitting there playing with candy for 20 minutes. Literally. And you're trying to tell me you're crazy. And then you act like, you know, you've got all these priority issues that are a little bit. You need to work on that stuff. We need to be, cameras should have been out and ready to go. Instead, all you wanted to worry about is with candy.
I mean, wow, this is bad. This is a whole new level of evil right here.
You're gonna need the elbow pad. What is this fork called? Wolftick Nation. Thank you guys for tuning into another Wolftick Videos episode. On today's episode, we got this beauty right here. This is the Bolany fork, all right? This fork gets a whole bunch of hype. You know why? Because this thing rated 4th place on our budget $200 and less fork official, all right? Very scientific science that we have going here on the channel. And this
scientific science.
This thing got a 31.66, all right? So I'm trying to see what all the hype is about. I mean, hell, I'm the guy that rated it, and it's been a minute.
You're trying to find out what the hype is about when you hyped it?
Yeah. I want to see what the hype's all about. We're in beautiful Hot Springs, Arkansas at Northwoods Trails. And we're fixing to take this thing on one of my favorite trails here. I just had a discussion with some fans, Ragnarok.
People say we're not supposed to call them fans, but viewers.
Viewers? They're fans.
Or something, because fan sounds pretentious or something.
Oh, well, it's some of our viewers anyway. It's the Bolany, I don't know what it is. I think it's the Bolany, let me see. It's actually got a name down here.
Is it a puh?
Hey, I'll tell you what. It's the Bolany Aero Dynamic Science fork, okay? It scored a 31.66, super high rating, so it's been a minute since we've done an update on this fork. If you're looking at a very budget fork, this is a tapered one. It was, we'll talk about some of the stuff out there. I don't want to give away all my talking points, but anyway, we're going to be doing the update on it. It's been probably a little over a year or two since we've done the real-time review on this thing and scored it. So we're going to take on Ragnarok. We're going to see if it has just kept up with all that abuse, you know. But first things first, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into the episode. We got to check the air pressure on this thing.
Okay, well, before you do that, I want to say the numbers part, let's talk about right here so you don't give the wrong numbers. Talk about the other stuff that you just mentioned about how it's held up out there.
Okay, $125 or less. You can check it out. The links in the description below. Very high scoring.
Yeah,
very high scoring fork. And this is something interesting. On the site, still, it's listed at 100 millimeters of travel, okay?
Our copy has 120.
This is a 120. We've decompressed it, then filled it right back up. We have 120 millimeters of travel. Again, it's manual, tapered, and it's listed at 100. It does show 120 millimeter stanchions of exposed stanchion, but it doesn't say that's the travel. It says 100. So I don't know if it's a version that you're going to get that might have a little bit more travel. All I know is we got the 120 version. All right, we got rebound on this thing, but let's go ahead and check the air because the way we left it was at 70 PSI, and I got a fork pump. All right, guys, well, this first, before we check the air, this is going to be our Ardor, all right, the Mongoose Ardor. This is one of our favorite bikes here on the channel.
What is that one, Veronica?
This is Veronica Corningstone. We have 3 Ardors. One's the gummy worm, one is the Anchorman himself, Ron Burgundy, and then we've got Veronica over here, all right? Oil slick cranks, because this build, if you guys remember, we got this thing, and it was a parts bin build. We have a GT Roo wheel on here. We have the oil slick cranks that was sitting around the shop. We've got some race face turbine bars, some SRAM level hydraulic brakes. We got the Bolany fork on here, and yeah, let's. This is a great bike. I love these frames. This was one of the first.
We've had this fork now for, I forgot to look it up. I think we've had this fork for around what, a year?
A year more. So let's go ahead and check this air pressure. This fork does have 22 clicks of rebound, and we got 9 off the slow side. I'm more of a slower rebound kind of guy. I like that kind of squishiness. All right, so we left it at 70 PSI. It is 70 right on the money still.
Look at that.
That's good.
And that's it's been
winner.
stored and rode. A little bit of riding off camera, a little bit of storing off camera.
Yeah, so that's pretty impressive for it to keep the exact same PSI.
Yeah, that's good. I'm impressed.
We're going to, we might play with the rebound if it's something that I don't like. We might play with that a little bit. But for the most part, we're going to definitely lock it out. We have a lot of climbing to do. We're going to take the Bearcat Pass over here down to my little creek. Then we're going to go up Ragnarok and Valkyrie then get to the top, do Dreamcatcher down to Ragnarok, just have a good time. Talk about this fork, 120 millimeters of travel. It even has a compression ring we're going to be taking a look at, get you guys some good camera shots. But without further ado, let's take a look at it and let's go ride it. All right, the Bolany Science fork. All right, I'll see when I get back. The Bolany Science fork. We've got it open right now with 9 clicks off of the slow rebound side. 70 PSI, and she's buttery, guys. She is buttery for sure up front. Oh, this bike feels so different. I wish I had a little bit wider bars on it. I think these are 760s, 740s maybe. I just got off the Ledge X1, and I think that guy's got some 780s, so wow, what a change up. And that was a Marzocchi fork, so it's gonna be interesting to see after getting done with that bike, again, to experience this one. How we doing? It's gonna be interesting to see and feel the difference. But we're not gonna be doing a comparison. We're just gonna be talking about this fork. $125. Again, it rated super high on the Wolftick $200 or less budget fork, and that's about as budget as it gets. I mean, if you go below 120 area, most of the time on forks, from our experience, you're gonna get a fork that is going to be, it won't have your rebound most likely. So make sure you guys pay attention. I've actually seen pictures where it showed a red cap at the bottom of the lower, and it was just a nut. It was not a rebound. So just make sure you pay attention to that. If this is somewhere in your price range, something to look forward to. I guess you could say one of the downsides to this fork, I'll try to give you guys a shot here while I'm riding. I don't know if you can see it with the fork camera, but when we go to lockout position, you've got lockout till about 3/4. That way I think I got a negative on, because it doesn't turn all the way around. And there's no like compression or anything with this fork, so you're either open or you're locked out. But again, we rate it for what it is, and it doesn't claim that it has compression. It does claim it has rebound, which obviously it does, and it's an air fork and it has a lockout. We'll be testing out lockout. Of course, I'm not going to bore you guys with all the lockout stuff. I'm gonna put a little bit of weight on the front end here, and I love that it has a compression ring, 120 millimeters of travel. A little weird that it is advertised with 100 still, even after our video, and that's from our, that was our purchase. So I'm not telling you guys, hey, this fork has 120, go out and get it, because it is listed at 100. So don't be upset if you get it and you only have 100 or less. Just from our experience, it does have 120, which is great. And I believe we got a damn SRAM 12-speed on this bike. That's crazy. This is our parts bin bike. Very cool build. And I love these brakes, man. Levers are nice. But this is me, the back door entrance, which I'm a back door man. You guys all know that. Back door entrance to Ragnarok. We got a lot of climbing after this. I'm gonna go front heavy on the fork to give you guys a little preview of what to expect. Dang it, I forgot to lube this fork up. That was muddy. I was gonna lube this fork up for you guys, but I forgot to. Sloth cam, hopefully you're getting some good shots down there. This is so freaking steep. Doesn't look steep. I think I ate a berry off one of these trees a while back. Okay, I can go through here. A little river crossing. We've been getting a lot of water in Arkansas, and we had some floods and stuff. Hopefully everybody's okay with all them floods. I know it messed up a lot of neighborhoods, and then we had some tornadoes as well. Luckily we were in the safe. I appreciate all the Wolftick Nation reaching out and asking us if we were okay living in Arkansas. We managed to avoid all that stuff. All right, so that's pretty much the fork. Now we're gonna put this guy in lockout and see what I'm talking about. It it doesn't really go all the way. It stops there. So anyway, kind of a normal thing though, really. If you've watched the channel on the more budget forks, you don't really go all the way with them. If you do, you'll tend to mess that up. But we're gonna get some climbing in here. We'll talk about if it's got any give whatsoever. And then we'll start climbing. We'll meet you guys up at the top of Hub H. Wow, that group set shifts nice. I'm ready in first gear. All right, she's definitely a rigid bike now. Very solid. My seat's spinning. Very solid up front, and there's like no give on this fork. Okay. We'll see you guys at Hub H. We'll talk about this thing. I got a big climb ahead of me. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Turn those notifications on. Let's get there. All right, guys. Just got to the top of Hub H. This is where Dreamcatcher, directly over there. We've got Blue Jay, the Valkyrie, Lucky 13, surrounded by a bunch of great trails here in Northwoods. Trails are immaculate shape right now. Everything is just beautiful out here. We just had the mountain bike enduro racing. I think it's like Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, maybe other stateside in there. Just had that out here, so you know these trails are in really good shape. Have had a lot of rain here lately, but luckily it's kind of drained off, and now like the dirt is very tacky, so that's always good. Riding up here, fork did great. It's just heck of a climb, man. Don't want to show you guys all that boring stuff. The lockout was just good, just as good. Let's see. Let's talk about the compression ring. Now that was just off of a little bit of riding, but can you guys see the compression ring here? We're right here on the compression ring, so we got a pretty good amount of travel in there. Haven't used up all the 120, but we're going to lock that guy down. If I can remember, if we find a safe spot to drop off or to stop at on Ragnarok, we'll take a look at that compression ring, get you guys some good camera shots. We're going to open the fork up. It just sounds a little dainty, right? A little cheesy, but man, nothing's really broke yet. I mean, it's such a good little budget buy. Again, this thing placed pretty damn high. If you guys are curious on any of our other forks or any of the other budget stuff, you guys can always check out our playlist for forks where we rate all the forks, and they're all kept in their own categories as far as price is concerned. So you guys looking more of an expensive fork, maybe we've done it, maybe we haven't, maybe you're looking for a fork. Chances are budget, not budget, we've reviewed it and we've scored it because we're very scientific. This is the Bolany Aero Dynamic Science or something like that. We're fixing to put them more to the test. We're going to be rough on this fork today, and we're going to go very fast on this fork today, and we're going to see just how she feels. She as good as she was a little over a year ago. The pressure's the same, but is it going to perform the same? All right, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's get that helmet on. Let's do this. All right, here we go. Sunglasses are on. That's my view right there, guys. Check that out. Professional. All right. Love this bench. All taco. Trail Advocacy Coalition of the Washitas. Whoever brought that bench up, thank you, guys. All right, fork is open. Sloth cam is engaged. Oh, she's buttery. The rebound is pretty slow right now. I just might have to speed it up. We'll see. We're going to hit this Dreamcatcher first. Sure, we're gonna get some chain slap with this 12-speed SRAM. I think it's the Eagle. I mean, I can't believe it's a 12-speed. All right, first couple hits here. She's dipping down low, and I'm using up quite a bit of that suspension, that travel already. But you know what? With 120, I'm not gonna mess with that rebound because I think it's just fine. I like a slower rebound to really get down into the turns afterwards or after we jump something, and to really get that feel of the fork and the bike as a whole and not just bounce back up. I hate whenever the fork starts shooting out. You'll get that sometimes, especially if you have too much air pressure and you think all the adjustment can be done with the rebound. There are some forks you can do that with, like that Slide, maybe the Marzocchi. More budget forks though, you really have to get them dialed in with the air before you think rebound just solve all your problems. All right, we're gonna bomb this fork guy, I know we are. All right guys, here we go. We've got Ragnarok. Ooh, hopefully these tires hold up. Okay, good hit right now, got a little tabletop action. All right, not bad. The preload is great on this fork. Ooh, almost had to take that little cut out. Preload is really good and it's super smooth. Oh yeah,
Come on. I can throw this bike around. Super supple feel, man. Whoop. I don't know if we bombed it out yet. It hasn't felt like I have yet. That tire's tracking great up there. We're gonna stop up here and see little rock garden. I mean, this thing is just flowing and gliding over stuff. Such a good feel still after over a year of riding on it. Installing, riding on it, and it's just as buttery. And really, I think with these budget forks, guys, I think you have to really get them warmed up and dialed in. Yeah, we've bottomed this guy for sure. Look at that. But it's so smooth. She's so smooth. We're gonna mess with this rebound. We're gonna go a little bit faster, 3 clicks faster side. I'm thinking, oh, man, I don't know, the adjustability on this thing. Adjustability is nice. Oh, that's super slow. Okay, now she's really bouncy. Let's see if we get pogo effect. Super bouncy right now, just sitting there. And see, for stuff like this, really chunky baby head type stuff, oof, it's good. The faster rebound, of course, is good. There's not a lot of drops, a little baby drop there, but for a lot of really quick, big hits, this fork has got it, dude. And it's budget. It's a budget fork. I mean, to have that kind of adjustability on the fly like this is awesome. I really don't want to run into a bear out here. I mean, it's just great. Woo! Oh yeah. Man, got a little bit of air back there. So I'm talking about very pogo-y in the front though, like this. Those fast little hits. Maybe like Hayes Creek, you get used to hitting those really fast rock gardens. You just might need to have the setting up high like that, but that's too high for me. That's too slow. And old Papa Bear said, that's just right. Yes, man, gotta love the adjustability on this thing. For sure, man. 70 PSI is where it's at. And I just got done talking about not making the rebound do all the work, really dial it in. But that rebound right now is making a massive difference. As it should, but I didn't think it'd make this much of a difference. I know why this fork scored so high. So if we can get some good preload down here, this trail's like a roller coaster. Whipping that back end around. It's not shooting me out of the corners. It's just nice and smooth, and I'm digging it. A little slow on the entry on that one. What I mean by that is that rebound was like lagging a little bit. I might have it set too slow, but we got some more hits down here, and I do not want to stop again on the trail this good. Okay. Oh yes, it's solid. It's a tapered fork. I don't know if I mentioned that. It's solid. They offer it in a 29er, 125 bucks. Oh yes, let's hit that. Got a tabletop over here. Oh yes, nice and smooth. Look at the action of that fork. That preload is set perfect for big hits like that. You have all that time to push yourself back out. Has all that time to push those stanchions back out. Oh my gosh, what a fun ride. Hell, I thought we bombed it out back there. I think we really bombed it out now. That sucker's way up there. So smooth, guys. My heart rate is going up. Look at that. It's at 123. I have 123 heart rate. Wow, that was such an exciting ride. Buddy, does the rebound really have something to do with this? I mean, holy crap. The adjustability is great. I'm shocked that it's this good of a fork for the price. I kept going, did it really score that? Did it really score that? Like, let's be serious. It scored 31.66. It did. And I know why it did. Golly, let's get back to Wolfman. Let's talk about it. Such a fun ride. Wow.
All right, guys, just got done with old Ragnarok. It's like an old friend, man. I love that trail. Most of the time we come out here at Northwoods, we always do Cat's Meow. Then, of course, there's a little bit of Blue Jay in there. But let me tell you something, man.
Whoa.
I mean, Blue Jay's been a minute. I got hurt on that trail last. But
no Blue Jay.
I will say Ragnarok is just such a fast, technical, flowy trail. I don't know. I'm going to check out, I believe my top speed on Ragnarok It was pretty impressive, I have to say. I think I was right at 16 miles an hour going down Ragnaroks. A lot of fun, especially doing the Mongoose Ardor with this super budget $125 Bolany Aero Dynamic Science fork. All right, 120 millimeters of travel. I enjoyed the crap out of this thing. It's super buttery for the price. I understand why we rated it at 31.66 now. I kept reminding myself, I was trying to think back, why did this thing get such a high rating when we rated it? And I can tell now, like, I bombed it out maybe once or twice out there. I thought I had bombed it out, but the nice thing about it is it's just got all that travel, and with 70 PSI, 9 clicks off the fast side of the rebound, it was just never super spongy out there to where I kept constantly bombing it out. And when I felt, hey, it might be a little too slow, let me go ahead and speed up in some of these technical portions, it was really nice because every hit, it bounced back just the way it needed to. So the adjustability is still there. The butteriness is there. The rebound works just fine. The lockout worked great. There was like no give on it. It was like completely solid up front. Now, I think one of the downsides to this price is you're not going to have the compression. You know, there's no compression up there. It's either open or locked. But man, with that much amount of rebound, I really can't hate on this thing, especially for the price.
Well, I think the way to look at it is when the better forks come, you know, are not on sale, like the Judy's or something like that, where because they get down there in that same price range, but
really,
only like usually once a year. When those aren't on sale, I think this is a decent alternative.
Yeah, and the other,
if you're not going to be getting crazy all the time.
Yeah, not getting stupid all the time. If you want to just do some lighter trails, it definitely could be a fork that I could see somebody riding with. Now, one of the upsides to this is, given the price, is a tapered fork, and it's a 9mm quick release with the dropouts. It's not a through axle. A lot of them forks now, they're starting to change to just all through axle type stuff, and that's going to kind of set you back if you don't already have a bike that has a through axle front wheel, so you're gonna have to purchase that as well. But this one here, able to, with the stock front wheel on this, on the Ardor, be able to throw it on there with the 9mm quick release, and of course, I think we may have changed out the headset, but anyway, just impressed with the Bolany. Like, I'm so glad we got back out here. We did the update. I didn't even grease up the stanchions. I was going to use that fork lube and make sure this thing was all nice and tip-top shape. Check the pressure, check the rebound, and got out there and just hauled with it, man. Just very impressed with it. Smalls, it did great. Lockout was great. Mediums are good. And then with some of those bigger hits and just, again, with the technical spots, I turned that rebound up a little bit faster and just super responsive. It felt solid the entire time. Sometimes with these forks, they get a little shaky over time. They kind of break down a little bit. I think this guy is right where it needs to be. It's broken, it's smooth, and I'm excited about it. You know, I can totally tell. But man, if you guys are wanting to check out a budget fork, maybe something just to get you by till one of those Rock Shocks or something like that go on sale, and you're like, man, I just want an air fork. I got an old coil fork right now. Give this thing a shot. I don't know. I think it's worth a try. Let us know, maybe in the comments. Check out the affiliate links. You order one. Let us know, did it come with 100mm of travel or 120? But all right, guys, well, that was another Wolf Tick Videos episode, a fork update. We appreciate you guys watching the scientific aerodynamic Bolany. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Check out the affiliate links in the description below, and we will catch you on the next episode.
Yeah.